Reminder that FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook, and right now NFL fans can start the season with a big return on FanDuel. When you get in a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. You'll get started with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. That's at FanDuel.com/UCSS. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. And we're going to start with some shotgun reactions, then dive deep into the Guardians. But both 2 minutes on the Browns from yesterday. The floor is yours.
So the Browns are arguably the worst team in football right now. No matter what you thought about this team coming into the season, nobody would have thought that. No chance whatsoever that you thought the Browns would be the worst team in football. If you think about this, first of all, if the season ended today, I know Tankathon has the Browns with the number 2 pick in the draft. They're wrong. The Browns would have the number 1 pick in the draft right now because of they're tied for the worst record, and the tiebreaker is strength of schedule. And right now, the Browns have played, believe it or not, at 1-5, the 3rd easiest schedule in all of football, and an easier schedule than the other 1-5 football teams. So the Browns would have the number 1 pick in the draft right now. They are completely inept. The coaching staff gets an F. They've done an absolutely terrible job across the board. The offense gets an F. I gave a D- yesterday. My best grade for the offense was a D- to the running back group. Everybody else gets an F. The quarterback's the worst in the league. Remember before the season, we were looking at quarterback rankings, and Deshaun would be 24th and 26th, and we were like, that's crazy. He can't be behind Caleb Williams. He can't be behind Jalen. He's worse than all of them. There's no quarterback on the planet right now. He's worse than Tim Tebow. Everybody on the offense stinks. The offensive line, the wide receivers are terrible. Defense played an adequate game yesterday, but not good enough. In the biggest moments, they couldn't step up. The Devontae Smith touchdown, when they needed to stop them one more time to give the offense a chance, which of course they would have blown, but at least give it a chance. Kevin Stefanski, I've never seen him this lost. He right now is coaching like the worst coach in the league. His time management is awful. His timeout management is awful. I don't know why you're kicking a field goal in that situation. I wouldn't have done it because you still need a touchdown anyway. It wasn't like you could just get another field goal and tie the game. Kevin Stefanski deserves a lot of blame here. He's gotten way too much of a pass. Personally, I wouldn't fire him, but he's costing himself his job with the awful job he's done and the fact that he is not benching Deshaun Watson. It's a disgrace that Deshaun Watson has not been benched. Jason?
I mean, is there anything left to say?
I'm sorry.
I don't need 2 minutes. I need the shotgun. Forget about the shotgun reaction. Just a shotgun will do. I can't disagree with anything you said. Like they're an embarrassment. Everything about it's an embarrassment. And I'm glad that for 2 hours we don't have to talk about them. That we have something else to talk about with a team that brings joy. Because it's not the Browns. I just wrote a column for The Athletic on what a toxic relationship this is with Browns and their fans. And the Guardians are always stuck in the friend zone, and the Guardians are always there to dry your tears and mop the floors and hang the pictures back on the wall and sweep up the broken glass.
Well said.
After the Browns blow through town. I mean, I've been one of Kevin Stefanski's biggest supporters, and this is a terrible season for him. It's a terrible season for all of them. And at the track they're on, a lot of people are probably going to get fired at the end of the season because of this. I don't know that they all will, but there will be changes because you can't continue down like this. The Browns, depending on what metric you look at, have spent either the most money on this team or the second most or third most. They're top 3 by every measure. And one of the 3 most expensive teams in the league has produced a diaper full of this.
Man, I'll tell you what, like for me, I'm all about solutions. And, you know, we could sit here and we could talk about who's to blame for the most. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of trying to divvy up this pie of blame. The whole thing is garbage. I'm into solutions. So I'm trying to figure out, my question to you and Berea is, what is the solution? Are you guys going to continue to come out and, trot the same quarterback out there? Are you guys going to continuously call the same plays, use the same schemes? Because every single press conference you get up and say everything is all good, we'll just work harder at it. But I'm going to just give you a rude awakening. That's right now. You think everything is good, but I don't want to hear it at the end of the season. I don't want to hear, we can't really make these type of decisions because, we don't want to put ourselves back in that. You coaching and you playing for your position. I wouldn't take nobody out the game. You know why? I leave them all in there, and I'll be evaluating every single snap, every single rep. I'll be Santa Claus in October. I'm taking names and checking my list twice because I'm going to figure out who's real garbage and who's nice. That rhyme, that was a flow. Don't steal that. By the way, you know, Kevin Stefanski, look, I get it, man. You may be in a bad position. You may be in a situation, Kev, where you feel like you're between a rock and a hard place. But let me just give you something, man. Like I told Deshaun Watson a couple of weeks ago, you might want to go ahead and figure this thing out. And somebody need to pull you aside and say, look, if you don't change nothing and you think you're going to keep coming out here sliding, you won't be here at the end of the year. That goes for Andrew Berry, too. I don't know what the problem he's doing. He's sitting around acting like his roster is great. Where's Kadarius Toney at? Why don't you see what the offensive line is looking like? Why don't you bring nobody in? What are you doing? You're not making any moves. So that's on them. If they feel like they can win and they got enough capital with the fan base that they can just roll this stuff out every single week and we're going to still talk about it, nah, y'all, right now, you're in the apathy zone. Right now, like, I'm not even salty at y'all. We knew y'all was going to get smoked. We knew you would find a way to lose this game. And the next step is, when people start to figure that out, when the fan base starts to turn and go find other things to do, like watch the Cavs and continue to support the Guardians through this, y'all going to be left holding this bag. And I don't want to hear it. Don't be calling us up. Hey, can we get so-and-so? Hey, well, cover this event. Nah, we're not excited about your dome. We're not excited about the draft. So listen, we're going to figure out who's going to be on this team moving forward. And that goes for everybody, the coaching staff, front office. We're going to figure out these next 8 weeks which one of y'all want to play and which guy's going to be getting replaced.
Well, you started yours by saying they're the worst team in football, arguably. There's other teams we don't know. And that, I think, is debatable. This is not. They are by far the most disappointing team in football. And I know the Bengals are disappointing as well.
No, there's no debate about that.
But to me, the Browns own the distinction of the most disappointing team in football. As long as we keep using our hard-earned dollars to fill dumpster fire stadium to watch this product, we're enablers. We're telling the owner, it's okay. Serve us garbage. We're hungry. And we're going to keep eating. Until we get discriminating and say, no, that's not what I want to eat. That's not what I'm looking at. They're going to keep serving garbage. The worst part about this, to Jason's point, this is the most expensive team in the league. Usually teams that stink don't have the highest payroll in the NFL.
Patriots, Panthers, the other teams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you juxtapose that with what's going on just up East 9th Street. You've got a Cleveland Guardians team who crashed the party. They don't belong in this Final Four. Which of these is not like the other? New York, LA, Cleveland. 1, 2, 3 payroll, 21st payroll. You've got two teams in town, excluding the Cavs. One that spends the most and gives you this, and another that spends bottom bargain basement prices and is in the Final Four and has consistently been a member at the party.
Yeah.
Really since, go back to the Browns' rebirth, but really go back to the beginning of Jacobs Field. They're continuously in the conversation. So I had said before this playoff run that the Guardians have a real opportunity here. They have a real opportunity while you're getting a dumpster fire from the Browns to actually slap the fans across the face and say, you want that or you want this? Keep this run going. Give us more October memories. Give us what we've wanted for 76 years. And you may steal a large percentage of the Browns fan base because I've been a Browns fan for 59 years. I have never, not even 0-16, have I heard what you said. Apathy. We're ate up with it. I turned on the television Sunday and I go, all right, let's see how they do it today. I mean, it's come to the point where I know what I'm going to get. And to Kevin Stefanski, if you're being told to play Deshaun Watson, you should resign today. You should leave or make them fire you so you get paid. Because you have slowly, in 6 games, moved from the category of a good coach who's capable of doing bad during the course of a game. I've changed my opinion. 6 games in, Kevin Stefanski, for me, is now a bad coach who's capable of coaching good football. And that's a hard line for me to move you from one to the other. He was a really good coach who could give us some bad things. Now, because he's doubling down on stupid, he is a bad coach capable of coaching good football. And to the Browns front office, there is one reason why you're trotting 4 out there week after week. He's not just bad this season. He's being compared to Jamarcus Russell, guys. I keep seeing
Achilles Smith.
I keep seeing one list after another where he's ranked 730th.
He's compared
570th.
with Josh Rosen.
It's colossal bad.
Yeah.
The only reason you're paying him, and I now want Browns fans to listen to this, the only reason number 4 is being run out on the field is because the Browns made one of the biggest mistakes in the history of professional sports, giving him $230 million guaranteed. Now, they're making another colossal decision. We got to pay him. You don't have to play him. You don't. I've seen enough.